As we discussed, let's go with some questions. Hi, Bala.
Hi, Kiran.
Hi, Bala. Congrats. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. No, Bala, nothing. I'm just saying congratulations
For what?
for successful interview.
Successful interview, but not yet any result. I'm waiting for.
Right. So
So,
we are going.
you have yesterday class?
Yes, we discussed. Sorry, Ashish, what we discussed yesterday.
Regarding the support project roles and responsibility,
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
you did upload the recording, right?
No, I have loaded. What happened? You already see?
Hello.
Did you upload the recording
Yes,
yesterday?
yes.
Recording?
Yesterday itself I uploaded. You guys didn't receive.
No, no.
No, we didn't receive any mail.
Why it is? 1 second. Fix that issue. Or else let me see that. We'll discuss
Okay.
after this and that both will load. Okay. So Ashish, what are the quite common questions normal will get in time offs, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to give the scenarios. You guys please help me the answers. At least give a try. Okay.
Oh,
So assume you have created a US vacation plan. Okay. This is the requirement. Time of plan. And the eligibility is eligible. Okay. Exempt employees are eligible. Now, one person raised a request saying that I'm trying to request US vacation time off, but that employee is not able to see or employee is not able to view the US vacation time off plan in the profile. What might be the reason? So we have
maybe the eligibility.
absolutely eligibility is not matching. So
Yeah.
what is eligibility? Exempt. So where you are going,
Worker.
right? Work eligibility is not matching. That's correct. But where we'll check this exempt?
And the eligibility part, time of components are there, right? Balance calculation.
You have set up the time of plan correct. Time of plan is accurately correct. Your test is working good. But the person is trying to raise the request. Then that person has not seen the vacation plan. Okay? Forget about the time of plan. You're properly configured. It's accurately good.
Okay.
And also your answer also correct. The employee is not meeting the eligibility. That is also correct. Why? So now we have to give a proof to an employee saying that you're not meeting the eligibility because the plan is configured based on exempt, which means only exempt employees are only eligible. Okay, but where you can see this exempt or non-exempt? Absolutely, your answer is correct. Time of plan is correct. Employee exempt or eligibility is not matching. That is also correct.
So this employee type,
Uh, Job profile.
job profile. Okay.
In this, we have it's applicable only for US exempt or non-exempt. Okay, we have to check this one, and we take a screenshot and saying that this plan has been configured and eligible to be exempt or non-exempt, but the job profile which you hold is non-exempt. That's the reason you are not eligible for this plan. the request to staffing admin to correct the job profile. Okay, we are not going to correct it. We have to analyze where it went wrong. We have to tell them where it should be fixed. And we also should tell who is going to be helpless. Okay.
Oh.
So another example. Okay.
Kiran, where this job profile we need to edit, exempt or non-exempt?
In the position, the position will assign job profile. The job
Correct. Okay.
worker is hide in the position. Then only he will
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Okay, is this the region? I mean, this is one of the region the job profile is mandatory.
No. It's not mandatory. Based on eligibility, if they're asking you
No, job profile is mandatory for any position, right? For
right.
any.
For position, it's not mandatory, but when you're hiring an employee, it's mandatory.
Yeah, hiring an employee. Yes.
Right. Okay. So this is of course, we already worked on this kind of scenario. Years of service greater than 3 years, 5 hours. Years of service greater than 5 hours, okay, 10 hours. But not 1 hour. 10 hours, they're eligible. But the client raises a concern. The client, the one user, let's say user. The user has completed 5 years. Let's say the user has completed 7 years. He's supposed to get 10 hours. But the person can see only 5 hours in the balance. Okay? What might be the reason? How are you going to investigate the issue? The person who is having 7 years of experience, continuous experience, a continuous service, she's supposed to get 10 hours. But when employee is checking in the profile, they can see only 5 hours. What might be the reason? There are a lot of reasons for this.
Just three,
Yes, it.
at the 3 years.
I think maybe we need to check this lookup table.
Okay. So lookup table, what we will check? It's a valid one. Yeah. Lookup table, what we will check?
We need to check if we have given the proper value. I mean, years of service greater than 5 is 10 hours or not. That we have defined it or not. We need to check it.
Okay. Other one, that is one possible analysis. Correct. Second.
This is continuous service. Okay. Maybe that numeric search criteria we use workers years of service based on continuous service date. In that we need to check.
Right. So also you have to see whether the employee has continued years of service or the employee is a rehire. Right? If the employee is a rehire, he will fall here. Correct?
Right.
Continuous means he doesn't terminated, he's continuously working. The logic you say continuous. If the employee has rehired, though the employee has 7 years of experience in organization, but the employee is rehired, he is not going to fall here. He will fall here. Correct? You have to check employee hide it also. Okay. Then employee rehire or hide. What are other things you will check? Common one. whether the employee already availed 10 hours, this employee has already availed 5 hours of vacation time. That's why only we have only 5 hours balance. That also we have to see, which means past time of request history also we have to visit. Correct? Who knows? The employee might have already availed and raising the concern saying that I have only 5 hours. These things will happen when you're working in support project. Okay, that also you have to check. So one is valid one. The lookup table you have to check whether you have maintained the 10 hours, 10 numeric there or not. Second one is you have to check whether the employee is rehired or really hired and continues having continuous use of service. And third one, whether the employee already availed the leave, availed the time off, and again he's trying to request for 10 hours, that's why it's not showing. That also we have to check. Okay.
Okay.
Second, third one. Here, if the employee have a balance of greater than 3 days. Any employee terminated and having balance, okay, let's take this number, greater than 5 days, eligible for termination payout, which means you're going to pay for the 5 days also because the employee has not availed 5 days of leave. Okay. But the employee is terminated, but the 5 days are not visible in the worker. Okay, exactly what's supposed to happen? Employee terminated, 5 days will be 5 days are the available balance. So for 5 days we'll pay termination payout. But unfortunately, the employee terminated. These 5 days are not reflecting in the employee's history. It's showing as 0. Then if you want to pay also the 0 balance, you're not going to pay anything. What might be the reason?
First, we have to check the accrual date,
Mm-hmm.
whether we are accruing the start period or end period.
Okay.
If in between the period employee terminates,
Okay.
means either before date or after date. I mean, end of the accrual period.
Right.
Before that, employee terminate.
Yeah. Normally, most of the organizations, if any employee terminated for first half of the month, 1 to 15, the balance will make it as adjustment. If any employee has terminated after 15 to 17, sorry, after 15 to last 30th or 31st, the balance will be accumulated. That we have to check. Valid point. Okay. What's the other one?
Whether he have that eligibility or not.
Right. Termination payout he met or not. Okay. Termination payout timeout has been created or not. It's a very simple one. It looks like complex, but the easiest one. Termination payout. Okay. Any other reasons?
First, we have to check eligibility criteria
Right.
of the employee.
Mm-hmm. And also make sure, see that employee when the employee is terminated, whether the employee termination record is completed or still it is in progress. Okay.
Okay.
That also we have to check. The process is successfully completed or not. Okay. This is a interesting one. It's mandatory. Employee submit. Submit MC. Okay. If employee while less than 3 days, no document is no MC is required. Submit MC and it should go to, and the step should go to manager. Okay, this is our requirement.
The prompt itself we can stop, I guess.
It's not about setup, it's a configuration on the BP. Any idea?
Prompt. Hello.
Yeah. So first,
In the prompt receipt.
no, the part of BP. First, we have to identify the BP. Request time of step A. Initiation. Step B. What they said. Approval.
So we have to set up a condition rule, right?
Right. That's what I'm expecting. Yes. Approval you will give. Okay. So what will give this approval? What is the condition we will create it here? Sorry.
With the document.
Review document. Step C approval. The review document you will create a condition rule. If condition, which time of, if time of 3 days, trigger this step. Once this step is triggered, it will allow the employee to attach a document. Correct? Once the employee has a document and submitted, it goes for manager approval. Once manager approved, then the employee can avail time. But if you see the second statement, if any employee requested less than 3 days, they should not. They're not supposed to be submit any document. Okay, but approval is required from manager. So any questions on this requirement? It's a BP configuration, very simple. So review document you have to include. You're going to create a conditional on the review document. If employee avails sick time of greater than equal to 3 days, then only trigger the review document. And this review document will let the employee allow to attach a document here. And once the employee submitted, it goes for approval. What happens if the employee avail 2 days in this process? What happens if the employee avail 2 days? B will be triggered.
They don't have to review the documents. They have to attach anything.
Right. This step should not trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the reason we are creating this condition. If condition met, trigger this step. Condition does not meet, step is not required. Directly go to the approval. Correct? So
Yes.
this one. Now, let me enhance this requirement. Once approval is done, okay, once approval is done, let inform the employee. This is the client requirement. Inform the employee your time off is approved. How we are going to achieve this requirement?
Setting notification.
Right. So notification we have to create. Once manager approved it, it should trigger a notification to the employee. So how to configure that notification on which business process? Time off. And this BP itself, we have to configure the notification. Okay. Now little trickiest one. The client asked you, saying that if any employee initiated any time off, and it has not approved within 1 day. Okay, if any employee, let me put it in the top. Requested time off and it's not approved in 2 days. Let's say 2 days. Okay, they have to send 2 days and 2 things here. First thing, they have to send reminder to the approval. Second thing, the client absence admin or absence partner needs a report. Wants report. The report should show information who is not approved for whom. This is your requirement. How you are going to achieve it? First thing, you have to send the reminder to an approver. Okay. Second thing, you have to send the report to the absence admin or partner, so that the absence admin also will be aware who is negligence in approving, so that the person will take an action.
Same in the notification setup.
Okay. Any other notification is, so if we go with notification, only BPs will be triggered. But here, how we have to identify progress transaction. Okay.
This.
Right. So, anyone have any idea?
Me.
No problem. Solution. First thing, you have to create an alert rule. Alert rule is kind of notification, but not notification. If you want to get alert rule, first you need a notification. Sorry, first you need a report. This report is going to fetch all the employees who has initiated and is not approved, and whom that action is pending. For that, you have to create a report. Then this report you have to bring into the alert rule. Then you have to configure a scheduling on daily basis. This report is scheduled on daily basis on specific time. It will run, it will identify the employees whosoever requested. It will also identify whosoever the managers are not approved. Then it will send the alert rule for the recipients. Okay, that is one solution. Second one, once you create the report, the same report you can use it here. You have to share the report output with the absence admin on daily basis. It might be scheduled or give the persons or mark or make this absence report as a worklet on the absence admins, what do you call, dashboard. So whenever he logged in, immediately the dashboard will refresh, a report will be run automatically and it will show the data. They will take an action. So the solution is, you have to get a report, you have to bring the report on a reminder, you have to configure the reminder message, and also you have to assign the recipients. Then after, you have to schedule. Then second answer is, the report whichever you have used in the alert rule, the same report you can share with the absence admin or a partner who's have requested, and give and mark that as a what is it called, worklet. So that once you can what do you, sorry, you can configure a report as a worklet. Okay. So once you enable that as a worklet, you can give the security who can, or you can share the report output with the people so that they can access from the dashboard itself. They no need to run it. Automatically it will be refreshed. Okay. This is the solution for that. Okay. One simple one. Normally this
Okay,
will be testing.
this particular example, please try and show this on tenant tomorrow. Fine. How to?
1 second. I'm not supposed to create a report first thing. I can give
Okay.
a solution, and I'm not good at report creating report. And if you
So
want to
this
create
is this report is a custom report. We need to.
this is a custom
Okay.
report, and this report needs calculated fields, which means here you need a person who is good in report. Here you need a person who is good in calculated fields, also an integration consultant. Okay,
Okay.
many are required. So actually it is a, but you have to guide them. You have to tell what fields you want as an absence consultant. They will work for you. And of course you have to test it. Okay. So we are not going to work. We have to give the requirement. That's it. Okay. The last, sorry, not last, very simple one. Normal we'll do in testing. Maternity leave. Okay. Male employee is able to request for maternity leave. This looks like a little weird requirement, but let's assume you have created a maternity leave and the client is testing. Normally, if female employees are able to take the maternity leave, but here when they're testing for a male employee, the male employee also can able to take the maternity leave. What might be the reason? Of course, we haven't covered the leaves, but it's almost similar to the time off.
Maybe do not specify the gender.
Right.
Okay.
So there, when you're creating it, you have to specify the gender. Okay. One of the funny testing. A 30 minutes call they have conducted for this when we are implementing. One of my friends they did the configuration. Okay. So make sure those like simple. Client lost confidence if you're not confident properly. Okay. So we have to specify the gender there. Gender is female. Okay. Fine. So let me tweak this requirement a little. Maternity leave, employee can avail only if employee completes 6 months of service with the organization. Let's assume an employee has joined a month, 2 months ago. Employee trying to request for maternity leave, but the maternity leave should not be visible for the employee. I already gave the answers here. This you have to create it. Now, how to create this rule?
Again, condition. maybe on his service.
If employee hire date month greater than equal to 6, if employee hire date greater than equal to 6 months, we have to create on leave of type. We'll create it. Okay. So that's the one. I'm just thinking what else we can. Yeah. So Ashish, do you have any questions? Bhala and Debashish.
Nothing.
I'm just thinking still to ask more. Suddenly it's not coming from. Yes.
Yeah, I had some question functional, but tenant is not there, so I don't think
Oh, okay.
that is.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get this in.
Or else you can tell me the task. I'll try.
What?
There are a few things.
Which one? Please let me know. Ask the question so that I will help you. What is the task? And,
Okay, this how to capture payment bank details.
so you didn't explore?
I tried, but I couldn't find the answer.
What's that? Related actions, personal data. Under personal data, you have an option called maintain payment election. Select the worker, related actions, navigate to the personal data. Once you navigate to the personal data, you have maintain payment election. Second possible way, search for worker, select the pay tab. Under that, you have an option called maintain payment election. So there are two ways. Okay. Any other?
I think this one more question, Ajay. Upload photo. I think same, right? So we'll go to personal data. There we can find.
Right. Worker,
Yeah.
personal data, edit photo.
Yeah.
So which allows you to attach a photo to your photo.
And if you want to change the name or any preferred name or last name, then again we'll go to personal data and maintain names, right?
Exactly. You have the answer. Maintain it.
And then yeah, the same with passport and visa.
Right. Again, the passport and visa, you have two options. Go to the personal data, maintain IDs, or go to the personal tab. Under IDs, again, you have further government ID, passport ID, visa ID, other ID. You have those options also available.
Okay. What do you know the validation part? But okay, we'll discuss later once you get the tenant access.
Yeah, validations we can do. Coming to this alert rule, right? As a consultant, we should know. And here also we have to know the details. Okay. Hey, this is the time of, and this is a group. These are the acknowledgement recipients. So integration people or report consultants create a report. Then after, if you are if you're good at scheduling, you can create scheduling, or you can take help from the integration person. But we should know where the details you are flowing.
Okay, tell me one validation for the citizenship.
So what is the requirement?
Create validation for citizenship.
Okay,
Any example you can take in?
sure. Okay. So citizenship status is optional
Yeah.
in the personal information management process. Correct? This one is citizenship status is optional field in the personal information change VP, but your client wants to capture that field, or at least for downstream systems. Okay, the client wants to capture that field. So what you can do, you have to go to the personal information change business process on in the initiation step. On step initiation, go to the step related actions. You have an option called create condition rule. Select the create condition rule. Then there you have to search for citizenship status proposed. You have to search for the field. Then is blank or is not equal to. When value comparison, you have to select that one. Then after save it. In the same step order, in the initial step related actions, BP, and you will get maintain step condition. Select it. Bring the condition rule which you created under maintain step condition. Select OK. This is how we have to create the condition rule. You have to test it. How to test it?
What the BP you said? Personal information, right?
Right. So it's very simple. Whichever field you want
Yeah.
to make mandatory, that field is part of the BP.
So this under this personal information, date of birth, marital status, everything is coming, right?
Same.
Gender also.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
Only personal information change we may require to build 4 to 7 or 4 to 6 minimum validations because those
Okay.
are mandatory.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other?
Yeah. I don't have any question. Thank you.
No problem. Fine. So Devashish Bala, any questions?
Okay.
So we'll discuss few more absence related one. No worries, okay? Just try to recollect. I will help you one more. So hopefully I'll get the tenant today evening. Yes, tomorrow we'll have the proration. Then as we're planning, we'll plan one Sunday session also. Maybe start the morning and evening or one session at least 2.5 hours. And we'll try to complete leave of types also. Okay. So is it okay if we can hold for the day?
Okay.
Thank you.
And please upload the yesterday session.
Yes. Actually, I have uploaded Ashish because you have reminded as well. I'm not sure why. Let me check it.
But I don't find any video there.
Okay, I will check it.
Okay.
I will see.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care. Good day. See you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Bye.